Hello, welcome to my little corner of the internet, where we're going to try one more time to play Alan Wake 2 using VTube Studio. The original plan was playing Alien Isolation, however, the DLC came out, The Lake House, and really I'm just taking any excuse to play Alan Wake 2 again on this channel. I'm trying very hard not to become a Alan Wake channel. Next time we're definitely gonna play Alien Isolation, I promise. Or I will say after we finished the Lake House DLC. Alright, I'm gonna keep an eye on my little stream here. I had to turn off the preview. Let's hope that this new capturing method of V2 Studio is gonna help. Give me a shout if that starts lagging, or I guess I'll see if it starts lagging, at least the game, and then we'll switch. But yeah, we did all the Night Springs episodes on stream, as far as I remember, and no, actually one I did not on stream. Maybe we can do that again sometime, and it was really good. It's tying in very much with Control, the Federal Bureau of Control, which I love that Remedy is doing this, and we'll just jump right in.
This isn't the Bureau's first time in Bright Falls. 1970, 76, 8... Last one was in 2010. It's not exactly clockwork, but this town sees way more altered world events than most. We knew it was just a matter of time before the lake acted up again. After the AWE in 2010, the FBC's research department set up a facility, the Lake House, to study the threshold in Cauldron Lake, find better ways to contain the entity inside. Your tax dollars at work. When we detected a spike in paranatural activity at Cauldron Lake, before I even knew you were on this case, Saga, the Lake House was my first stop. I was short-handed, hoped they could spare some help, maybe give us some intel on the situation. If I had any clue what was waiting for us in there, Saga, I'd have just kept on driving. This is Agent Kieran Estevez responding to an AWE alert in the vicinity. I need to speak with the Marmons. So much for the welcome wagon. You all set up the perimeter. We're on the Threshold's doorstep, so keep your eyes peeled.
Yes, ma'am.
So we are pre-Alan Wake 2. Okay, and the DLC is called Lake House, just in case we forgot. I gotta say, I love the characters we got.
This shouldn't take long, okay? You see anything? Radio me.
Haha, this shouldn't take long, famous last words. Both Saga and
Agent Kieran Estevez.
Kieran. Very pragmatic women. I like that they are very no nonsense. Actually, the most emotional person in this game is Alan.
The Lake House was run by the research department. Research and investigations don't really see eye to eye. What they call science, I call a violation of Bureau protocol and human decency. Classic interdepartmental drama. Your FBI saga, you know how it goes. Now, in retrospect, My low opinion of the research department may have clouded my judgment.
I like that she's telling this to Saga. I don't remember if we had a little scene where she was like, okay, I'll tell you everything. I think we did, actually. Guess I'll just have to replay Alan Wake main story to find out. Help me remember. I'm so upset that they closed their merch store. I was just thinking I would totally buy a FBC Rainbreaker, I think these types of jackets are called. So we got a lot of allusions to Dr. Marmont and Dr. Marmont. Married couple, perhaps, I don't know. I don't recall if we... Was that a shadow? Am I crazy? It could be, it's a horror game. I don't remember if we heard about the Marmonts in Control. It did start replaying that game, but not that I recall.
Hello? Agent
Looks very...
Estevez, Investigations Department.
Looks a lot like the oldest house, I think it's called.
No one wants to check the individual carrying a firearm into a restricted government facility? No?
Gosh, I want to say I miss the old, huge monitors, but honestly, I don't. It's the nostalgia talking. These things were heavy. Man, I remember carrying that shit up the stairs. It was awful. Urgent reminder, lake safety protocols. Please remember that the following recreational activities are forbidden in the waters of Cauldron Lake. These restrictions apply to both civilians and FBC employees. Fishing, redacted, swimming, boating, applies to canoes, kayaks, motorized boats, etc. Using the water for redacted purposes. Water skiing, redacted in the water. I bet that's peeing in the water, because that's how the dark place gets you. Paddle birding. What is paddle birding? These activities can result in redacted in an estimated redacted % of cases. If you are unclear about any of the restrictions listed above, please speak with redacted. And I want to read the other side. Date redacted. Security report regarding local rumors. Background. A recent security operation was performed among the citizens of Bright Falls and Watery. The goal of this operation was to ascertain public knowledge and opinion of the lake house and its operations. Summary. The following information was gained through covert listening and informal questioning. The local public appeared to view the area around the lake house with fear. This is, of course, the intended reaction, as the Bureau has publicly marked the area as dangerous due to volcanic gases. Gases. However, there is a specific rumor among the public regarding a government facility in the woods run by mad scientists, taking people for experimentation. This rumor seems particularly popular among the local youth, and its proximity to the truth is cause for concern. Worst case outcome would be an increase in curiosity or possibly even aggression. It is possible this is even the reason for the lake house security breach back in Redacted. Action to be taken. Security personnel will continue to monitor youth chatter. Ah, those damn youth. Always ruining things. If the rumors continue, disseminating a cover story may be required. Perhaps even fabricated signage for an American Volcano Commission type institution. Oh, what do we have here? Dr. Marmont here to remind you to put in 100% effort today. Look, listen, think. A safe workplace is everyone's responsibility. It is. I wish people would wash their hands more, stay home when they're sick. What is happening here? Is this supernatural or is someone just really annoying with their mugs? See, they have so much potential for merch. No. Copy. Let's remember the mug circle for later. I'm sure that's going to come in. It's very important. Any unaccompanied artist must be reported to security immediately. Okay, I am not allowed to go to the lake house or Bright Falls. Honestly, I wouldn't. Not after all this. Oh, this is also in circles. Shrimp interesting. What else can we find in circles? From Ava Ramani to FBC personnel. Status update regarding oldest house. To all staff, on-site observation teams report that the oldest house is still under active lockdown. Status of Director Trench, management team, and all other personnel inside the oldest house at the time of the lockdown's initialization remains unknown. We know Trench is dead, so. Observation teams have detected fluctuations in the redacted fields originating from the oldest house as of redacted, increasing in strength as it loops through a specific pattern every redacted hours. These readings are currently being analyzed by research staff in the Boston office. Any personnel with information pertaining to the signal should contact them immediately. Sincerely, Ava Ramani, Supervisory Agent. Yeah, they have other field offices, so I think that having the oldest house is probably a cool bonus. See, this is why I hate offices. You think you don't need this sign, but you do need this sign because people are assholes. Yeah, so I mean, I guess they could be siblings. Do they look very similar? Not really. Probably, I'll assume they're married until further notice.
Andy. An experiment. That bodes well.
Security, safety, censorship. Remember the 3 S's. That's not. I would hang up these posters if they sold these. Remedy, please reopen a merchandise store. I'm begging you. I want to give you so much money. Oh, hi.
And welcome to another exciting day here at the Lake House. As I'm sure you know, I am Dr. Jules Marmont, and this is my wife.
Dr. Diana Marmont.
And together we are the heads of research at this
facility.
We want to thank you all for helping us break new ground in our study of Cauldron Lake.
That's right, Jules. But don't let our exciting work in threshold regulation and dimensional coupling keep you from observing the proper safety protocols.
You said it, Diana. We run a tight ship here at the Lake House. So, always remember the 3 S's. Safety, security, and censorship.
It's a C. It's a C.
What? Yeah, that is the joke, Diana.
Well, it's a stupid
Wonderful joke, Jules.
Tag yourself. Who are you in this relationship? I'm Diana. I'm absolutely Diana. They seem happy.
It's locked.
You know. You need a happy one, you need a grumpy one in every relationship. Don't touch. Oh wow, they really got just crackers. That's one way to get around like copyright. Just crackers. Do not contaminate the lake house with unrelated art. Isn't this technically art? Figurines, ornaments, decorations, and other trinkets are forbidden on employee desks. Daily stand. Oh, I don't miss daily stand-up at all. The Lake House Daily. Good news, HQ still dark. Pie was good, more pie for the rest of us. We have coffee, Deerfest this week. Bad news, HQ still dark. Not allergy bad. No armor beer, it's good, tried it. The artist is... Ooh, what could that be? God, this is I feel like that might be an L at the beginning. Someone stole the black whiteboard marker. All vacation time cats. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I can figure that out. Let's just ruin everything. Got a lot of physics. Yeah.
Dr. Marmont's not here. Nobody is? I'll have to check downstairs.
Science fact of the day. Though most famous for acting, Hedy Lamarr also invented in her free time. She patented a frequency hopping device for torpedo guidance systems at the age of 38. And I think we are still using that in today, in technology today, like wireless technology.
Changing passwords, huh?
Security and Technical Support Division, to all departments, update to computer password research policy.
They must all be working on the lower levels.
Effective September 13, all computer passwords must be reset daily to address security concerns. That's crazy. Who can remember that shit? We are aware this may be an inconvenient change and lead to difficulty remembering your password. We recommend using a permanent set of digits as the beginning of the password, followed by numbers that change daily. Try using significant personal dates, coordinates, etc. Do not use birthdays, the current date, phone numbers, etc. Please also remember that for the time being, passwords are not to exceed 6 digits. Thank you for your compliance. So maybe they used the date. Americans write the date weird, right? So if it's 6 digits, it might be 091423. Try that out. Replacement keycard request form. Please fill out the fields below before delivering the form to security. A new keycard will be issued to you once your request is processed. Names, Jules Marmont. Co-head of research. Required clearance, the highest one. I forget what it is called. My old card went missing. Indicate here if your card was stolen. How would I know if it is stolen or lost? Why do you not put microchips inside to follow them if you are so concerned with this? I'm the head of research and I expect a new card on my desk by the end of the workday. Research profiles regarding subject P. Through extensive testing, the subject has been confirmed to possess an intrinsic paranatural ability that manifests exclusively during the act of painting. The paintings feature scenes or events he would have no knowledge of, even sometimes painting an event before it occurs. This effect has been proven multiple times and has an estimated 40 to 100% success rate. Note the lack of precision in this range is due to the team's inability to prove that a painting's content will not be realized at some point in the eventual future. Researchers asked to reiterate their hesitance to publish any concrete statements surrounding the subject and his ability at this time, as the nature of the paintings and the paranatural effect have been exceptionally difficult to measure and quantify. Conclusion. The subject is suspected to be a Class 2 para-utilitarian, though additional testing will be required to confirm this. At this time, his ability is not believed to be a direct threat to himself or others and can be controlled. The nature of his ability is to show current or future events via the art he creates, but the extent of this forecasting cannot be determined by researchers with any high level of precision. Unlike the art created by Alan Wake, there is no evidence the subject's art is directly manipulating reality via the shadow's energies. Do they call Scratch the shadow? So it was September 14, 23.
Right.
No. Can we try the normal way? Because he's French.
Nope.
No. Do we know what his birthday is? Phone numbers. It says the age of 38 is like highlighted. Let's see, Hedy Lamarr birthday. November 9, 1914. It doesn't really say anywhere. They can't really expect me to Google it, I guess. Effective September 13. Maybe it's September 13?
Damn it. Come on.
Oh, that was wrong. Oh, let's try with the year first. Oh.
Damn it. That's not right.
As long as I don't get locked out for too many attempts. Oh, here, let's see. Can we see a birthday somewhere? Barrows University, on the recommendation of the faculty and by the virtue of the authority, blah blah. That's from Jules. Doctor of Applied Science is entitled to all the rights and privileges. Notice of appointment from Dr. Casper Darling, Head of Research, to Dr. Jules Marmont. Appointment as facility head. The senior leadership of the Federal Bureau of Control is determined to appoint Dr. Jules Marmont as Head of Research at the facility at Cauldron Lake, Washington. The appointment will be shared with Diana Marmont, effective upon the facility's completion on July 18th. Okay, that's a date. Exceptional Contribution Certificate and grateful recognition of his outstanding contributions to the Bureau's scientific endeavors. Should we try July 18th?
Nope. Come on. Nope. That's not right. Come on. Damn it. Come on. That's not right.
Is she gonna give me a hint at one point? Please, I need a hint. I'm stupid. Else I missed. To my new fellow head of the lake house. Love, Diana. Wow, just straight up a bust of like his whole face. What a weird present. And he does seem like proud of himself. That's, I guess, good. Gotten that. Okay. That was stupid. Okay. I'm gonna check mail. Right, I would just like to go below to above. Annual budget from H. Kingston. A friendly reminder that proposed annual budgets need to be sent out by the end of this month. Every station is being asked to give a thorough breakdown this year in an effort to find areas where spending can be reduced. Should I book time for us to speak about this and make a plan? Diana replies, I'm too busy to attend meetings. Just use the budget from last year, but make sure to specify that a specific percentage of the research budget is to go toward Project Arbiters, so certain individuals won't be tempted to slow down their competition by stealing resources. Jules says, I apologize for the difficulty my wife is presenting, Harry. I believe she is suggesting that I would take her project's budget, an unfair and preposterous accusation, though I am confident you understand that. I would be happy to meet and discuss the annual budget. It is, of course, the head of research job to oversee such work. Maybe Diana is no longer up to the task. Wow, they are nice to each other. Diana just says, go fuck yourself, Jules. Kingston asks, so does next Wednesday work? Amazing. That's me, I'm Kingston. I'll just be like, does next Wednesday work? P. Levine S. Jules, Project Arbiters has officially requested we return the pages. We aren't using them for any work on Project Ramnus, and they are shared research materials, so can I release them back to Arbiters? And a security reminder to staff, please remember to lock your computer before leaving your station for any amount of time. Changing your password daily does not improve our facility's security if you leave your computer open. Oh my god, so many people at my work do this. They all complain about having to enter their password so many times. And I'm like, Jesus. Y'all need to learn anything. But then I hear people legitimately saying, oh, I'm too old to learn all this. I hope I never become this way. I would like to learn new things even when I'm old, because it just seems very boring if you don't. I guess we'll go one by one.
Access denied.
Never mind.
Well, you are not keeping me out. I'll need a key card with clearance.
Access denied.
Ugh,
Access
this key card
denied.
isn't cut it.
Okay, he said he expected a new keycard on his desk. Oh, this door is probably open, yeah.
This should get me
There
downstairs.
we go. Look at that! Look at it! Oh my gosh, it's so cute! It's so fluffy! This is me. I should bring a picture of my cat to work. Oh my gosh, what a cutie. I want to know whose cat this is from, like, Remedy. It's so fluffy! Remember that first Despicable Me movie? We'd all be like, where's their shoe? We'd all do the, it's so fluffy, I'm gonna die. Lockdown protocol. When apricot-grade security threat is detected on a sublevel, the entire floor will enter lockdown. During lockdown, all staff must shelter in place while threat is removed, contained, or otherwise disposed of. During lockdown doors, please refrain from tampering with lockdown doors or propping them open. This policy is in place for your safety. Will automatically close and lock, preventing the spread of dangerous material or unrestrained entities. Once lockdown is lifted, staff will be given verbal instructions. Okay. Power core transport and handling tank. Use 2 hands. Okay. Bend your back, hips, and knees slightly when beginning to... Oh, it's those big things. In Control, you can just, like, levitate them. They do look super heavy, though.
As soon as I got in that elevator, my bad news detector started going nuts. Estevesta team, something's going on in the lake house. I want all nearby agents to...
Oopsie. Oh, well.
Agent Estevez, what's your status?
Breach detected on sublevel 5. Staff should seek shelter immediately.
We have a situation in the lake house. All agents converge on the facility now.
Oh, shit.
Belay that order. Where's the fucking elevator?
Oops. So, both Mormons have been dragged into the dark place.
Standing around in the dark near Cauldron Lake is not smart. What the fuck was that?
She's like me. She's so like me. Lots of the abstract paintings. I do like these. They look kind of cool. But I probably wouldn't be paying thousands for them. I'm a bit iffy on modern art sometimes. It can be cool, but sometimes it's really just like... I once saw in Argentina, it was just a red canvas. It was completely red. I was like, okay. Thanks. Research order. As the lake house continues to make progress towards its goal, various avenues of research are being pursued. Recently, one such avenue has yielded unexpected results. The research into nursery rhymes, directed by Dr. and Dr. Marmont, led by Dr. Campbell, as an art form has shown viability in its ability to connect with the Cauldron Lake threshold. As a result, the nursery rhyme findings will now be carried forward by the co-heads of research and incorporated into ongoing research across the lake house, effective immediately. Research teams will be briefed on how to utilize the effective elements of the nursery rhymes into their own work. Note: Dr. Campbell and his team are being reassigned. They will continue to develop their work on nursery rhymes outside the lake house. Any exposure risks related to performing confidential work outside the facility's premises have been acknowledged and accepted by the co-heads of research. Signed, the Marmots. Threshold Linking Experiment Progress Report by Dr. Schultz. The work to create a stable link between our reality and that of the dark place continues. Progress is good, with all teams reporting high confidence that a successful connection will soon be possible. That's not good, though. Recent efforts in utilizing the paintings produced by Subject P to adjust reality in such a way that achieves our goals were unsuccessful. However, this result allowed us to discard that avenue of research and focus solely on a much more viable one. Our new hypothesis states that the threshold energies, and thus its reality-altering effect, are drawn to pieces of art that contain significant level of emotion. This is supported by a clear trend in the data we have gathered over the years. If we can identify and quantify the emotion of an art piece, our work will speed up considerably. Work has already proceeded with an immediate focus on developing devices capable of measuring the level of emotion in any given piece of art, okay? How much emotion do you think horny art will produce? I think that would actually be the maximum emotion they could get of someone writing or drawing smut, because it's always like a passion project, I feel. At least I want to say fan fiction. If you're like a professional smut writer, I suppose there might be a little less emotion in it. For now, our research will continue to focus solely on the art produced by Subject P. While no pieces of it have yielded successful results outside of their assistance in discovering the manuscript pages, probably, his proven status as a para-utilitarian makes his work the most suitable research material. Interesting. I wonder if Subject P is still alive. Probably unlikely. Oh shit, yeah, we gotta put that on. Oh no, I didn't mean to save. I wanted to do this. Okay, it's already on. Let's do a quick save. I do have this now. I'm very excited about it, so I gotta tell it every stream. I have the audio diner thermos. Oh, it's Dr. Darling! He's so cute. Oh my god, someone's using these.
Okay, he doesn't do a damn thing without power.
How does this still work then? They don't run on batteries, do they? Yeah, I saw the trailer. I know something's gonna happen here. One of these paintings. No power.
Okay. Power core receiver. Plugging a core in should get the lights on.
Very nice atmosphere building. And we're gonna get interrupted once we have the power core and we're carrying it. But we won't be able to carry it while shooting, I bet. Oh, these are just walls for painting, I get it. Oh, they're much smaller now.
That is not a regulation FBC weapon.
Ooh, I wonder if they're gonna tease us for some of the weapons
Can't open it from the side.
we get in that multiplayer game, because they had some unique ones, not just like normal bullet weapons, I wanna say.
Jules's keycard could be useful.
Jules' keycard went missing last night. Huge shame. On a totally unrelated note, I now have a level 3 clearance card in my office, plus a lot of black rock. Been grinding the black rock down to powder and stashing around in case any gets confiscated. Who's writing these? Next step, weapon test using black rock powder. If successful, maybe send schematics to offsite teams. Could lead to a transfer out of this shithole. Need to think up more applications for black rock now that I have some. There was a researcher at the oldest house who had tons of ideas like this. Wish I could remember their name. Okay, VTube seems to be a little laggy, but not as bad as it used to be. Yeah, that shit looks heavy as fuck. Is her face... Okay, that's just really weird lighting. So I thought it was glitching out.
The way I saw it, there was only one way out. Identify the source of the event and contain or eliminate it. Now, good news, I just had to keep going down. Bad news, the elevator liked to disappear.
Oh, I hear like breathing. Oh, fuck that shit.
At least the elevator's back.
Is it? I wanna. What is the overlay? Shortcut. Hang on. Epic Games overlay. Shift F3. I hope that doesn't destroy anything. Do not it's so weird. I put in do not disturb in the launcher, but that doesn't apply to actually in-game, which is just fucking weird. Epic Games, why are you like this? Oh yeah, by the way, I put braids on my model, so he looks more like Bali. Looking very cute. I might try to do a little stick item to put on him. You know, slowly, a little, trying to customize him more, like how Bali actually looks. Let's see if we're gonna get attacked. How do I move you? Oh, look at this. Yeah, you're gonna come out of there, aren't you? Oh, I do not like the noise they make.
Can't open it from the side.
Okay. How do we get to the other side? Just come out already. Ah, we need we don't have this yet. Nope. Can't you draw like puppies and rainbows? You really just had to go and draw like attacking monsters. Ah, here we go.
First off, a huge thank you to everyone here. The Lake House has made amazing strides in researching the AWE here at Cauldron Lake. Great work, team. I wanted to come in person so I could check in on the latest work. I won't get in the way. It's not our view, so no reason to be scared. Do you hear that, Doctors Marmot? While I'm here, I want to focus on the relationship between the Shadow and the AWE site below the lake. The theory that the Shadow even originates from the dimension this threshold is tapping into is compelling. Eventually, I want to understand how this dimension manages to convert subjective elements like art into objective reality. What are the constraints of this phenomenon? Can it, say, create altered items or even objects of power simply by manifesting them via a piece of art? These are the things we need to know to accurately classify the Shadow. I mean, that name is not very scientific. I mean, who came up with that? Shadow. So, any and all proposals are welcome. Anything testing art's effect on reality by using the Shadow's energy is preferred. To find answers, we'll first need a lot of data. No wrong answers. And when I return to the oldest house, I'll take back anything we end up with to run against a classified project called Hedron to build a comparative data set. I wish I could tell you more. It's a very, very exciting non-physical forces impacting. No, sorry, I really can't. It is. You know what?
He's so cute.
You'll have to get your clearance, of course, but maybe that can. You know what? I don't want to take the entire day talking. So, the Shadow represents a whole new area of research, and I couldn't be more excited to start digging in. It is a great new world, people.
So, I think Dr. Darling is dead though, right? So this all had to be also before the events of Control. Let me check. Do we have confirmation that Dr. Darling is dead? Oh, it is unknown. We don't know. Okay. Well, I would hope he's alive, because he is Alan Wake's voice with his the voice actor's face, and he's very cute. I would love to see him more. So he was gonna come visit. And it sounds like they have an entity called the Shadow, which I assume cannot be Scratch, because he's not out at this point in time. It sounds like he came out as gay. He's not out of the dark place, is what I mean, you know? But, you know, could be both, or either, you know. Now we're gonna get attacked, I'm sure. Oh wait, a compooper. Security, remember, yeah, pie day, nice, I would like some pie. To celebrate the arrival of fall, I've brought a variety of seasonal pies from that local diner you all seem to love so much. The members of Project Ramblers can come enjoy them in the lobby near my office. All other staff should visit the other Dr. Marmon's office to see if she brought pie. Holy shit. Also, despite the ridiculous dramatics of last year, I've purchased the delicious pecan-filled pies. Sensitivity reminder. A gentle reminder that nut allergies are a serious health issue, and making light of them is not appropriate workplace behavior for anyone of any seniority level. Bringing nuts to the office is a health risk and should be avoided for everyone's safety. Amazing. Perry. Do not release any of those pages. Tell Diana and those fools on Project Arbutus that we misplaced them. An unfortunate filing accident. Tell them we are confident the pages will resurface in 2 or 3 weeks, but we are too busy making progress to look for them right now. Be sure to say that we are making progress, just as I wrote it above. God, they are horrible to each other. Why are they like this? Attention all staff. There is a significant amount of BlackRock missing from sublevel 5. I expect there is a misunderstanding and someone has taken it to another floor by mistake. If you did this, respond to this message and we will fix the problem. BlackRock is a precious material. We only have so much of it now with the oldest house being closed. Hiya! Okay, no, this doesn't have like a person on it.
If you can understand me, I am an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take... This isn't helping.
Okay, that does not appear to be working. They cannot get away. I have not been asked for a difficulty setting, so I'm worried this might be on hard. Let's just go.
Fuck were those things? Okay, deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You never really get used to the shit you see in this job, but you can learn techniques to adjust, to function.
She said shit and the subtitle says things.
Then get to work. Find the source, collapse the threshold.
Mirror, please hold. Please hold.
Now where am I?
Hold. Please hold.
What is that?
That looks concerning. We should touch it.
If you can understand me, I'm an agent of the can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile. Do you understand?
Well, I'll be damned.
So what kind of entity are you? You can speak. That means you probably imprinted on a person or retained some of your former self's information. Previously human, maybe? Okay, I can work with that. I just had an unpleasant encounter with some other painted individuals. Any relation?
1,000 paintings used crude.
What does that mean?
Paint no brush, a self-portrait.
Okay, hey, calm down!
Fire in his eyes and hands and bones.
You need to cease all hostility right now!
No, I did not like that.
Bad news? That thing is really pissed off. Good news. It didn't try to kill me. Okay, baby steps.
Yeah, baby steps.
Angry
Looked.
things are not typically on the Cauldron Lake bingo card. Something different was happening at the lake house, and I couldn't let it escape. Bright Falls didn't need this particular cherry on its already shitty sundae.
Yeah, so subject P went wrong at one point. It did call them he. So I was gonna say this face looked vaguely feminine, but you know, none of that really matters. Anyone can look like anything, really. And be anything. Please wait here. Alright. Hello? Can I get some help? I need help. I'm alone. Alright, I'll just break the rules this once.
Rudolph Lane stood back from the canvas. He didn't recognize the piece. Did he paint this? His mind was foggy, unfocused. He knew the Marmots were putting something in his food. A man in a white coat came to steer Lane back to his cell. He did not resist. He was too tired. He lay on the bed, but the stench in his cell wouldn't let him sleep. An acid stink. The turpentine, the paint, it was all over him. Years of it. 1,000 paintings, 1,000 more to come. A putrid weight he could never wash away. Cold hate simmered below the mist clogging his thoughts. Hatred for the paint, hatred for the brushes, for the Marmots, for himself.
My god, yeah, Alan in 13's I guess must have written a lot, so that I guess even the events in the lake house got covered by his manuscript. Words per sentence. Max 12, minimum 1, average 6.71. Is co-heads one word? Or two? I don't know. I think it's one. Style contains dialogue. Clipped phrasing. Third person. Omniscient. Broad timeline. Story concepts. Marmont. FBC Lake House. Conflict. Water. Dark.
Diana and Jules Marmont had once been a team. Rising stars in the Bureau, both talented in their own way. Diana innovated and Jules got funding from the bureaucrats. Cooperation led to respect. Connection. Then after a decade of hard work, the happy couple were promoted. Co-heads of research.
Their first years at the lake house were good. Challenging, but not insurmountable. Not for them. Gradually, thoughts fell into their heads like drops of dark water. Why does she get all the credit? Why does he get any credit? With that, a crack formed in the lake house. The Marmonts and their work became arrogant, erratic. The crack widened and the water seeped in.
I see, because of their conflict. The lake could take a hold of them. Character-centric, lane. Past tense, script phrasing, high adjective usage, focus time. Story concepts, Rudolph Lane, paint, Marmon's hate and conflict. It's so weird. I would never want to have pictures of myself like everywhere in the freaking house.
September 12, 2023. Notes regarding a page of an Alan Wake manuscript I found in the archives. I checked the records, and this page is not in our inventory. I believe it manifested inside the lake house directly. I won't be filing this page. It'll just send Jules into a panic. The page is written in Wake's usual style, so I can't say for certain if it's being literal or figurative when it calls us monsters. But what's interesting is that the page indicates that a painting succeeded in linking Cauldron Lake's threshold with our facility. Writing has always been the clearly superior avenue of research, but I never considered that the writing itself would dictate a different art form as the catalyst for our success. I cannot accept that. I can't allow Jules to stumble his way into success. Not after the years of work I put into this research. I got word yesterday that 2 writers are visiting Bright Falls. I will beat Jules to the finish line.
2 writers? Do we know about them? I don't think so. I could not imagine working with a partner. Because work is work. I don't like work. And I think that space is important. As we clearly see here, it did not work out for them. Okay. Organizational update. Moving forward, research at the Lake House will be divided into 2 distinct projects. Codename Arbitus will focus on studying the writing of Alan Wake, probably, with Dr. Diana Marmont serving as project director. Codename Ramnus will focus on studying the art, I assume, and his work with Dr. Jules Marmont serving as project director. Staff will soon be notified regarding their project assignment and any required desk changes. Your patience is requested during this reorganization. This is a confidential facility matter and is not to be discussed with external agent or teams. Oh, so they did go a little bit rogue there, didn't they? Art is for analysis, not for admiration. Stay focused on your work. Well, you're the ones who hung up the posters with the art, so don't blame me. Refinement process regarding ATD output and calibration. The automated typing device, ATD, will produce writing mimicking that of Alan Wake. Oh no, that's not good. A known para-utilitarian with the goal of affecting reality with the same consistency as Mr. Wake's writing. To reach this level of authenticity, each page produced by the ATWs must be evaluated and graded based on its similarity to Wake's original style. Okay, so those pages might not have been from Alan Wake. It's just in his style. Pages will be graded using the following criteria. Comprehensibility. This is the most basic of criteria. The page must use language and develop stories in an understandable, organic way. Style. The page must accurately mimic the typical style of Wake's writing, using pages in the Lake House's possession as reference. Tone. The page must accurately mimic the typical tone of Wake's writing, using pages, blah, blah, blah. Content. Accurately mimic, okay. Once pages are graded, they will be fed into the algorithm as preferred reference material. thus continuously refining the writing produced by the ADDs until they can produce near identical stories to Alan Wake. Once that is achieved, we will provide instructions to the ATD on what to write, effectively gaining control of Wake's ability to link with the Shadow's power. That's awful. So maybe the Shadow is just the lake. And this just giving me flashbacks to all the AI shit that is happening. That's basically what they're doing. They're machine learning a thing to write like Alan does.
There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment. There was a crack in the lake house.
Okay, that's looping.
The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad.
I would put
The truth was controlled here. The art.
pages, maybe?
Just content for the experiment.
Exactly, it's not art. It's just content for the fucking experiment. And AI bullshit is not art. It's kind of a good way to put it. It's not art, it's just content. I just realized they have like a little prison toilet in here. I guess you got, imagine you are trapped in here and there's like a fucking event. You gotta shit in front of everyone. I would probably die from, I think you can die if you hold in your piss and shit too much. I would die from that. I would.
Please don't let this be what I think it is. As you know,
Oh no.
typewriters and Cauldron Lake do not mix. And a room full of them all clacking away? 100% bad news.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that. This is the sound of machine learning ruining art. Well, okay, how do I turn them off? Do not copy Wake manuscript pages. Oh, what's gonna happen? Is the copier gonna catch fire? Progress report regarding typewriter brand investigation. Investigation to the precise brand and model of typewriter used by Alan Wake with the intent to use this particular brand for redacted and the ATDs continues to be unsuccessful. Sources contacted with discretion. Wake's publishing house. No useful information. Wake's agent refused to discuss client matters. Wake's spouse refused to discuss. Redacted. No useful information. Checked all available online interviews, publications, elements pertaining to Alan Wake. No useful information. I should get a typewriter. I feel like that will be fun to write on. Except then I used to, on holiday, write some, like, fan fiction and other stuff in notebooks. And then you have to, like, copy it into a digital document to get it onto the internet. And that's just so annoying. I guess if you had like a thing with OCR, you could scan it and it's gonna copy that. I don't know. The relevant team will continue to explore alternative sources of information. The ATDs will continue to be operated with available typewriters until Wake's preferred brand is known. Theoretically, replicating Alan Wake's style of writing via the same brand of typewriter used by the author should yield optimal results. The project director has indicated that a similar investigation should be launched into the branded type of ink used in Wake's typewriter. Jesus Christ, okay. Can't get the typewriter, you can't get the ink either. I hate you! I hate printers! Okay, we need to find that level 3 key card that was supposed to be somewhere. Oh, I missed some containers there. Let's check those out. Maybe I'll check those out first.
March 7th, 2018. Notes regarding Dr. Emil Hartman, founder of the Cauldron Lake Lodge, where he manipulated artists in an attempt to control the power of the Shadow. I've gone through his notes, which were confiscated by the Bureau after his arrest in 2010. Overall, Hartman's work was sloppy. Complete disregard for proper scientific method. But he was bold enough to try something we haven't. Our procedural writing machines are promising, but we could understand the effects of Cauldron Lake's threshold much better by observing live artists in action. Thanks to Hartman, we even have a list of prospects. Next step is to send Dr. Darling a request to bring some into the lake house for analysis.
Some artists for analysis? Show me a game or movie researcher that isn't like inhumane. I would like to see one. Researcher notes content of Wake manuscript. We have begun to find pages from a manuscript very likely written by Alan Wake, para-utilitarian. I'm also, by the way, proud of how I can pronounce that word at this point. And suspect in past cases involving the Cauldron Lake AWE. Though I do not like to bring myself or my biases into my work, I must do so here to address the matter being examined. As reference for any future readers, I am Dr. Diana Marmont, co-head of research at the Lake House facility. The page we recently found summarizes my life with Jules Marmont, husband and co-researcher. It has turned us into characters for its story, making generalizations and assumptions that I must attempt to evaluate without emotion and prejudice. The accuracy of the writing is intriguing. It reports our past in the Bureau, but also details inner thoughts that an outsider recorder would have no way of knowing. Jules and I have indeed been having more and more interpersonal conflict this past year. This raises many questions. How does Wake, wherever he is writing from, get his information? Or was the page itself determining these emotions and events? I cannot believe that the scope of Wake's ability goes so far as to have dictated my entire career at the FBC. And if it did, would it matter? Even if a person knew their life was being driven by an external force, would it change their nature, their behavior, their personality? My disagreements with Jules are not sudden shifts in personality, but rather a growing resentment. I firmly believe that, though I have no evidence to prove it, which brings me to a new research query for our team. What methodology can one use to prove that their actions, their mind, their love, or animosity are theirs to control? That's a very good question. That is the conundrum of the whole thing, I think. How much is Alan's writing? How much is life? Same with Saga and her daughter, right? She was kind of meant to be there in a way. But Alan also wrote her into the story. Alright, I was gonna look for the containers that I missed here real quick. And the break room there, and over here.
There's a crack. Stagnant. Went back.
Didn't I open a container though? Oh, there we go. Nothing. Fucking nothing. I guess it does give you stuff based on how much you have. Let's go down this horrible corridor of just copycats. This is also a good sign of, like, it's not actually AI, it's literal machine learning. There's not really an intelligence behind it, you know? I think a lot of people don't realize that. Oh, look at that. Painting production, holding observation, page development. And we have research, archives, and threshold experimentation. Okay. Oh, hey, a dead body.
Shit.
Well, there's two kinds of people. There's, oh, hey, a dead body, and oh, shit. Oh, I meant to make a clip. I hope I didn't. That didn't show up anything. Nobody. I hope nobody saw what happened. Nope, nobody did. Nothing happened. I didn't press the wrong button. Yeah, they kind of look very gray. I assume that means they've been here a while. Do I need the shotgun for the...
Spatial recurrence usually observes the law of 3.
That's true. Yeah, okay, I need clearance 2 before I can get the clearance 3, which is right here. I missed some ammo. Okay.
This contrived overlap rebounded on itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting, and refracting. An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance. Cause and effect hopelessly tangled. Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed, the feedback loop doubled and redoubled, out of control. The pressure kept building, looking for release. This contrived overlap rebounded on itself.
Project Arbutus, initial findings report, Edward Franklin Booker.
An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance.
Born in New York, currently resides in New York, married to Tamitha Booker, no known children or dependents. No paracriminal affiliations found, located in Bright Falls. Writer and director of 5 stage plays, unsuccessful. Confirmed artist, designation author, playwright. Background investigation performed in a very short amount of time per instruction. As a result, the information contained in this report is not comprehensive and possibly erroneous. These are the writers. Tamitha Madison Booker.
Compounding.
Married to the other, no paracriminal. Author of 3 commercially successful true crime books. First publication was a poetry collection, unsuccessful. Author and poet.
Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed, the
Keep flaunting all those donuts. I wish I'd gotten a donut when I was at the shop. But I did not think of donuts when I was there. Oh, Lord.
Good thing I brought a flashlight.
It's an FBC agent. Okay, where's the last guy? Okay, okay, heal, 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 heal.
Staff down there had been corrupted. Shit just kept getting worse.
Okay, did I miss ammo somewhere? That was upstairs. Okay, but there. Okay, okay. I can deal with Taken. So the shadow is the dark place, though. That's sort of what. That sounds like. Where am I? Oh, there. Nice. A flashbang. Oh, are the paint monsters gonna come? I don't want the paint monsters to come. Oh no, but they're gonna come on the third one, I bet. Containers. I gotta save. I gotta save so hard.
Should be the last one.
Just in case. What does she have to say now?
I keep coming back to this page. The author's clearly awake. It's like he's warning us. But about what? I mean, what does it mean? This page scared Jules away from the work on Wake's writing. A coward can't stand risk. But science is risk. For me, this is proof that we are going in the right direction. I just need Rudolph Lane's paintings to lead to more pages so that hopefully one day we can understand.
Seems sensible, but also I guess, like I said in the beginning, I am more her type than Jules's type, who's very happy-go-lucky. I don't like how that's looking. I guess we're gonna go down the middle, eh?
What is that?
That looks like an overlap. This effect is so good. It looks so cool. Uh-oh. No. No power?
Ugh, locked. Maybe there's another way in. Huh. Controllable shifting phenomena.
Now we turn the button on the outside? Wait, there's another one here. Oh, I thought I saw something, but it was the button to close the door. Oh wait, now we should be able to turn this on as well. And turn on the other side. Solving puzzles like a pro, except the actual puzzle that was hard I didn't solve. Oh, okay. Hello, sir.
You again. What happened to you? Did the people here do this to you?
Marmon's clogging his head.
Alan Wake's writing is being studied here. Do you know anything about him?
Names don't matter. 1,000 more to come.
They say clear communication is the key to any relationship. You and I have some work to do there. You said marmonts before. Do they do this? Where are they now?
Misery! Hate!
Tell me where they are.
The man in the white coat!
Christ.
Dr. Darling? Man in a white coat? Could that have been Dr. Darling?
Fixated on the marmonts. What did they do?
Okay, wait. I still don't have any other ID card. Guess we go lower if we can. Does that mean we are on 3? Yes, okay.
Access denied. Access denied.
How do I get a level 2 card, though? Go back to 2, maybe? The hellscape
is the connection between a foreign reality and our own. Now, they all have their own rules, strange as they are, but the further down I went, the more chaotic this one got. Clearly, this was the Cauldron Lake threshold, but something was wrong. Well, more wrong than usual.
Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain
Sublevel
calm.
2.
Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm.
Wait, are you normal? You do not look normal. Okay. Wait, this looks way different now. I guess that's the point.
Won't open while the floor's on lockdown.
No, I'm not allowed to take a piss. Well, guess we gotta hold it in. Subject's writing must feature darkness, water, marmonts, the lake house, conflict. Did anyone explain any of this to him? To who? Retrieval order. Acquisition team is hereby approved to acquire additional research subjects for ongoing study related to Project Arbutus at the lake house facility. Who is this? Who is talking? Prioritize outcomes as ordered below. Both subjects brought to the lake house for study. Tamitha Booker, her work is more commercially successful, thus more likely to yield result based on proven cases. Edward Booker, less successful than Tamitha, but the other is more widely recognized as art than true crime novels. Observe the subjects at a distance and only move to acquire if the opportunity arises. Under no circumstances can this operation draw the attention of local law enforcement. Review of Booker's writing. The first piece of content produced by the subject is severely disappointing. It's not remotely similar in content to the Wake pages we provided as references. Why is it so focused on my marriage? Why is Jules the protagonist? Why is it set in an actual lakeside cabin? And what is happening at the end? What the hell is in the sky? Did anyone brief Booker about the concepts he has to write about? The lake house, the shadow? We need him to match Wake's style exactly. It's not going to work if he has no clue what he's writing about. We need to get this sorted. We need progress now. And why isn't he taking this seriously? When I spoke to him, he thought I was an actor. I want him to understand how serious we are, whatever it takes. Continue the story from page blah blah blah. Match the tone, style, and content. The crack was an emotional one. A line right through their marriage, their foundation, their lake house. These thoughts and more flooded June's mind as he stared out through the lakeside cottage window. The sun was setting on a stormy day. Rain-heavy clouds hung low, weighed down with the burden of purpose. Diana sat in her favorite desk chair, staring out across the lake's rippling surface. He watched the breeze catch her acorn hair. As if sensing his gaze, she turned her head. Jules looked away, flustered, then annoyed with himself for letting her affect him this way. He grabbed the bottle of red wine, poured himself a generous serving. And he kept pouring, his mind distracted by a thought. How did we get here? They had been at the lab running an experiment. Then they were here. Why? He remembered thinking that a break from the lab would give them space to reconnect, to mend the crack. But he couldn't remember ever leaving. Wine was flowing over the rim of his cup, though he didn't even notice. He put down the bottle, scanning the lake. A faint shimmer hung in the air on the far side of the lake, like light hitting glass. The sort of thing you only notice if you were looking for it. He felt like he had seen something like this before, but where? Jules!
Finally, someone who isn't a painting.
Oh, hi.
Hey, hello. Who are you?
Sorry, got a flow going. Can we do this later?
That's one of the couple that we met as Saga.
No, we cannot. I'm Agent Kieran Estevez. I'm with the government, and I need your name.
I'm Ed Booker, the playwright. And I'm hitting my stride here, so can you guys stop with all that banging and screaming? It's throwing me off.
Where do you think you are right now?
In an immersive writing workshop.
Well, bad news, it's not a writing workshop. Good news, it's not a writing workshop.
Right. It's a government facility studying the power of creativity. That makes way more sense.
What are you even doing? What are you writing?
Well, after you all abducted me in the woods, I've been working on this manuscript you gave me because you need it for some experiment or something. I kind of forget the premise. But, you know, I've had this block lately, and filling in the gaps of this story has really loosened me up. Copying the style is a nice constraint, but I still have lots of room to play. It's a solid creative exercise.
Look around you. How is this a workshop?
You have to stay in character. I get that. I'm in the theater business too. And look, the sets, the costumes, all great in that, you know, campy, 70s sci-fi kind of way. But you could dial down the role-playing like 15, 20%. Just some professional advice.
Sir, whether you are aware of it or not, there is a situation here. I need you to stay in your cell until I can resolve the matter, okay?
Uh-huh, got it. Hey, no one's been around with food for a while. I could go for some dinner when you have a second. Oh, nope. And can I get my phone back? I want to call my wife. I don't know how Tammy found you guys, but she killed it. 5 stars all around.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Okay, but they were out just in the woods. When the game started. So they were released by... That's the greatest password of all time, by the way. So they were released by her, presumably, to be at the start of the game. No, unlock your community. Okay, sensitivity. Yep. Pi Day. Okay. Missing Black Rock. We read this. Holy shit. Jules just sent out a memo asking us to spy on his wife's project. Remember when we just made fun of his stupid project names and science factoids? Simpler times. He really did that? Dana's gonna slit his throat if she finds out. Haha. Those two are such a hot mess. I got drinks with Perry last night and he told me Jules is withholding wake pages from Diana's team. He told her they went missing. Crazy shit. Paula mentioned you two were thinking about asking for a transfer. You'd really leave me alone, all alone here? We can have weekly gossip calls, promise. I need that. We need the gossip calls, I guess. Is she on the other side? Oh no. Oh no, that doesn't look good. But she should be alive. Tabitha? Work order, wall removal and transport. Lane cell. Section of the cell's southern wall needs to be removed for transport to sub-level 5 for analysis. It's not my job to know which tools you use to cut concrete walls. It is your job. Important. Someone is shouting. The wall must be removed very carefully. The painting on the interior side of the wall must not be damaged. Okay, so she wasn't in there. It was the painter that was in there.
Paint anymore. I know you want me to paint, but I can't. I'm empty.
Rudolph, no. You love to paint.
And you are such a talent.
This is just the classic artist slump.
No. I hate it. It's just taking from me now. When can I leave? You said you'd let me leave.
Rudolph, but you volunteered to come, remember? We are helping you, like Dr. Hartman did. Perhaps you need to see our doctor? I can arrange that.
No, that's... I am feeling better. Much better. I will paint.
This is wonderful to hear, Rudolph. I knew you would come back to your old self.
Yeah, I just really not great under, like... I can't imagine doing thousands of painting. Without a break, without inspiration. Condition report. Rudolph Lane, subject P, has shown a decline over the past several months. Initially, this presented as an increase in resistance, frequently declining requests to work. However, given time and pressure, subject would always relent. Attitude to art has also undergone change recently. He is disinterested in his work, quickly becoming frustrated and sometimes even damaging or destroying the piece before it is completed. In the past few months, his work has become much more abstract, no longer showing true life subjects or landscapes, but rather conceptual art, the one that we have been seeing, I suppose. Whether the sudden interest in abstraction was a form of rebellion, a consequence of growing redacted, or source of genuine artistic interest is unknown. As of yesterday, subject refuses to touch his supplies. He claims he will not paint anymore and wishes to leave. The subject's refusal has effectively halted all research. While the team can continue to run tests on the backlogs of paintings, they estimate that there's little new information to gain. The subject must continue to paint if work is to proceed. However, the team is concerned that convincing the subject with force or coercion may only entrench him further in this position. Dr. Jules, cooperative research and project lead, has suggested that a high dose of redacted be introduced to the subject's food to cure his redacted. the subject's attitude does not improve, then low doses of redacted will be introduced in order to improve his compliance. So drug him, great. So I guess he freaked out and drew a painting with his blood. Great.
Jules Marmont looked at the painting. He didn't understand it. Saw only random whirls of color. Drugging Lane made him more compliant, but his work had turned abstract. Jules needed more art his team could parse, could test, trial and error. These abstract explosions of color complicated the data. His grip tightened around the letter opener in his hand. The piece of art he needed was hidden inside Lane. If Jules could simply cut the painter open and pull the painting out of him, he would. The overhead lights flickered. Jules would make Lane cooperate. No more drugs. Less carrot, more stick. Jules had to go faster. He wouldn't lose to Diana. Nothing else mattered.
Or maybe Jules made the painting with his blood. Love the squishy sound of her feet on the floor. What do we have here? Art, writing, painting, music. Art question mark? Dancing, movies, TV, theater, puppets, martial arts. What about Night Springs? Not art. Baking, what about cooking? Knitting, speaking, rock stacking, bullshit charts like this. Deals. That is art, I would say. Can be art. No matter the form it takes. Speaking of forms, I will be right back. Oh god, I gotta check. Because I don't have a preview. And we are back. Yeah. Doing the Lake House DLC. Just had to stop and pet my kitty a little bit because she's just so gosh dang cute. That's a shadow taken, a taken. Sir, ma'am, can you open the door?
Oh, there's the elevator. How do I get in?
You know it's glass, but I'm gonna assume I cannot shoot it. Bulletproof glass or whatever. We'll look through this area first with a sex little smiley face. I like that. They have fun here, you know? Just have a little fun at the office. And there are so many. There are so many. I'm gonna be so fucked. Okay, I got some grenades though. That's good, that's good, that's good. Oh, I want to get some pistachios, you know, munch on little nuts while I'm contemplating my situation that I'm in. I would shoot that. I would just shoot that, get all the snacks. Like, who's gonna, you know, who's gonna suffer? That's again 3. I don't have that. I wonder, do they want me to shoot it, actually?
Shaded. Hope that glass is thick.
Oh yeah, all those doors are gonna open when I do a thing. 0% effort today. Me. I did 0% effort today. Oh, did you drop ammo? No? Bad. I would be so mad if my boss made like motivational posters like this. I would absolutely vandalize them. 'Cause fuck that shit, man. Okay, save point, save point, save point. Get that bread first. Nothing. I got too much bread. I should do like a manual one. Okay, okay, good. It does say this is the final draft, so I can overwrite all these other ones. Because I'm still gonna do that. Maybe not on stream. I'll be doing some new content, some alien content on stream after this. Because that did have a good atmosphere, and I understand why it's a classic, I think. Even from just playing a little bit. Oh, there's the card, finally. Thank you, ma'am. Sorry about your, you know, death.
Sorry, but I need this. How many paintings did they have this guy make?
Black circular shape among yellow lines, an uneven circle painted in dark black in the foreground with jagged yellow-brown lines behind it. Lines sometimes overlap. Open tree at night, empty road in a forest. Interesting. A small white shape in the road could be a page of writing by Alan Wake. Yellow crescent shape on black canvas. Possibly a moon or a banana. Finished piece. Yeah, red, yellow, and green circle. Possibly a traffic light. Cityscape with blue-gray sky. Black void. I would like to buy like oil paints. Oh, hi, Formless Guy. Welcome. You are the first chatter indeed. You get 100 gummy points. We're playing the new Alan Wake DLC, which is all about paintings coming to life. And we're pretty much in the thick of it. Gummy points. There was like a very German translation that I did there. You know, like gummy bears. I'm surprised that didn't startle me. I did know there were a bunch of enemies here. Okay, what do we have? Yeah, okay, September. Oh, self-defense courses, that didn't help anyone in this facility. So, how do I sum up what we just did? So, this is before the main game of Alan Wake. Okay, I do have the this is before the main story of Alan Wake. There's an agent investigating the lake house, and they've been experimenting with the supernatural things that are going on here and bringing new artists, both painters and writers, in here. And then everything went to shit, and now we have paint monsters and shadow monsters. That's pretty much where we are. Oh, that's the computer password reset policy. We read that. That's so very true to life. That's an email I get from IT. We have to change our passwords more frequently, you know. Lock your PCs, please. I guess this was just to... Oh no, there's stuff here. Okay. I made that reservation for our anniversary, which I certainly never forgot was a week from this Friday. Let's take separate cars from the office. Can't have the bosses see us leaving together now that those hypocrites have banned inter-office relationships. Okay. How's your week been? How's your Friday? I hope it's been good. I have had a lot of food actually in my weekend future. I'm getting burgers and ramen this weekend. It's pretty good. Yeah, this is probably a hint to the password, right? No, okay. Today's password is the date of our special unforgettable anniversary plus brown shape with horns. Where would I need to put this password though? I'm not great at these. It's the 14th, which is Thursday. 15th. So a week from then is the 22nd. 22nd of September? hell is brown shape with horns? I don't... Okay, we're gonna ignore that until we need it. Because I don't know where we need it. Let's try... Oh, that's where... Okay, so... the first password I was trying to get, I had to Google. Because I was like, I don't know what the fuck they're trying to tell me. What is brown shape with horns? Okay, 44. From the list of Lane's paintings. Where is the list of paintings? I am not prepared for puzzles, guys. Oh, it was here. Okay, brown shape with horns. It's 25. So, 220925?
And there.
Oh my god, I did it! I'm not totally stupid. I did it.
Lockdown lifted. You are now safe to resume working.
What?
Estevez, come in. Facility. Sub-level 1. You copy?
No. Turn back. Area is extremely hostile. Fucking radios. They're on floor 1. I'll need help.
I gotta get back. Okay.
More coffee coming right up!
Alright, maybe we should try to just run?
Shadow shifted in the dark!
No healing items, but you can look at whatever is in here. Oh, please let me heal. Okay, what do we got? Too much overlap between tone and style. Merge. ATD progress review. Weird machine learning things trying to mimic Alan Wake's style, so they also experimented with that. It's not a good idea. Okay, that was the first attempt. Word choice good, but incomprehensible. Second attempt, dark scream the darkness, a dark reminder of the dark's inner darkness. Perfect. Structural improvement, repetition issue was solved with sufficient rounds of refinement. The rot snail beamed a wood grain bent from the owl egg mail. Worms in the glass iron mouth. Okay. Style tone prioritize over comprehensibility, negative progress. The dark woods rattled darkly. Flashlight peered into the deep darkness and the dark shivered. Making progress again. Yeah. Need more Wake reference material. That's also not showing up. Input. Whatever. Yeah, they were trying to machine learn Alan Wake's writing. Oh, finally. Okay. Can walk normally again. Oh, this is why that's happening. Okay. Oh, nothing. That's so sad.
I had a thought today.
Oh, that's always bad.
For further research. When we think of art successfully affecting reality, we always think of Alan Wake and his writing. This could be due to recency bias or simply the amount of recorded evidence skewing our opinion. But also, I wonder if writing's very nature is an advantage. Text can describe events in such explicit detail. The story gives the shadow a blueprint, a map of what to make real. But not all art is like this. Music, sculpture, dance, cuisine. In our case, a painting. When the source material is open to interpretation, how will the shadow choose to interpret it? I think Diana will find the question very interesting. Most likely, she already has an answer. That's why I love her.
Oh, he still sounds so positive about her at that point in time. So these two researchers are married, and they seem to have grown somewhat resentful of each other. shit. Oh, okay. Okay. We are still not dead. That door. Let's go here first. See if we can find something to heal us. I think the game might have assumed that from my New Game Plus I wanted to play on hard difficulty, because it didn't ask me what difficulty I wanted to play on. It's like, please sir, ma'am, please game, let me have a little healing, please. Just a little. I shall be so grateful. Maybe this little bit of pie, you know. Oh, fuck. God damn it. So close to dodging. What was that? No, it's not very nice. Not very nice. No.
I'll need help.
No, I don't want to do all of this again. Maybe we should be having more auto save points. Especially with shit like this. Okay, can we try? I guess I could try if I can manage. I don't know what I did after all this.
We watch in the night. Dreams.
Okay, I meant to try and lure all of them in here, but that didn't work.
Stranger.
Crossing a line! They're out.
Rainbows with bustling. Broken.
Hey, let's just go back real quick and save that. At least I saved on a healing item. Okay, let's go. Just that. There was stuff somewhere here. Okay. Is there another save point? I am just gonna go back real quick in case anything happens again. As the pro gamer move, just don't aim. Just shoot at whatever you can. It's wasted a little bit of ammo, but we're still alive. That's good. That's good. Wait, okay, there was nothing really in here. And then there was that guy. Oh, you said you let Logan down? As in Logan, Saga's daughter? It's all connected. It's all connected. Background report, Rudolph Lane. In 2010, Lane was inadvertently involved in AWE 35, which is when Alan Wake 1 happened. While residing at the Cauldron Lake Lodge, where he lived under the care of Dr. Emil Hartman. Oh, that's the guy that tried to convince Alan that he was crazy, I think, in Alan Wake 1. Lane was seriously injured during the AWE. He received medical care in Seattle for 2 months, during which time he was questioned and cleared by FBC staff. After the Cauldron Lake Lodge was seized and closed by the FBC, Lane moved to Watery, Washington. WS Washington, right? Where he currently resides. Recent surveillance confirms he has no known personal relationships or affiliation with paranatural groups. As requested, the observation team has confirmed that Lane continues to paint as of the date of this report. Definitely not an expert on, like, American states. I would say it's been way too recently that I learned that Washington State and Washington, D.C. are different places. Is this actually a save point? No. Okay, what were we doing? Do I have clearance 2? No, I do. But we need 3 for this. Well, they have containers that I missed. It's just, honestly, we never learned about all the states in school. I guess not the priority in the German school system. Is it right there? Okay. Instead of what we mainly learned about Nazis, like 3 times, I guess. It was a lot. It's kind of like every year. And then I was like, oh, surely we'll be writing something in our final exam. It's called Abitur. What I was doing. But then they didn't ask anything about like World War II or the Nazis' rise to power, and I was like, fuck! This is the only thing I studied. Oh, it's to the right here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I even knew all the... I would say I know all the European countries around.
My team was on sub-level 1. I knew they were in danger.
But I definitely also don't know about all the African countries, for example. I feel like that's things we should have covered in school, but we didn't really.
Marmots turned innocent people into tools using the FBC's authority. They thought they were untouchable out here, hidden away in the woods. No. Actions have consequences. And I'm the consequences.
I'm the consequences. I love her so much. She's so cool.
Sub-level 1.
Oh, are you guys like...
Ah, you fucking bastard! Jules Marmont killed my team. He was taken by the Shadow.
Okay, now I have level 2. Okay, I need to move the stuff first, and then I could...
I mean, that name is not very scientific. I mean, who came up with...
Bullet is not...
Comes to my lab and treats me like some kind
Oh wait, there's new video?
This is my facility! Mine! He cannot just walk in here for 1 week, make some speeches, and then fly back to New York. Espèce de crétin! Prétentieux! The jackass thinks he's a fucking rock star! And he made fun of the name. Huh. Oh, the Shadow. The Shadow is good. It's evocative. He is just a jealous, spoiled little child. And I will make it so everyone can see this. I will make it so no one even remembers his name. Tous ces imbéciles là, hein? They all think I am a pencil pusher. They think I do not have the mind for such work. Eh bien, ils verront. Ils verront! I will take what they think is possible. And I will break it.
Love all the live action bits. They're all such good actors. They chose amazing people. Okay, I need to go to my left. I gotta go around though. They were like, oh my god! I didn't see that I had to press a button. Fuck. I didn't see that I had to press a button. I was just gonna say there were painting monsters. I fucking... I don't know if I can clip that in time. Fuck. That actually got me. That got me. Wait, what's this? Oh, okay, so I have to move it. Oh, okay. That just perks you right up. Getting a jump scare.
I mean, that name is not very scientific. I mean, who came up with that?
Okay, you can't get me now. I'm ready. quickly, please. Can we close the door? Thank you. Okay. What's this? What did I just pick up? A black rock round. Oh, that's probably what we need for the painting monsters. Progress update 5. Got the firing mechanism working. It's throwing the test projectiles a good distance. Turned out pretty nicely. The fittings between the grenade launcher and custom components are a bit loose. No proper lathe here. I don't know what a lathe is, but at least it works. Now I need some actual black rock for the tests. I know there's some on sub-level 5, but the acting inventory supervisor doesn't get access to that floor. Yeah, we have like a rogue guy who's been experimenting with some new weaponry. Ah, goddamn password. Let's take this fancy boy, though.
Okay, this should get me down to sub-level 5. And this should get me past any other problems.
Charge the Blackrock launcher by holding down RT. Charge shots go farther and deal more damage on impact. Okay.
There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment. The contrived overlap rebounded on itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting and refracting. An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance, cause and effect hopelessly entangled. Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed. The feedback loop doubled and redoubled, out of control. The pressure kept building, looking for a release.
So the problem here is we don't know which pages have actually been written by Alan Wake and which have not. With their, like, machine learning bullshit that they have. How do I get this password? Is there something here? I can't. 02 12 19 maybe? 02 12. Very nice. Pie day, they brought pie, and someone has a nut allergy, so they got a sensitivity reminder. A lot of black rock is missing, is what this person has experimented with. Reassignment. Hello, Carla. I've decided to reassign you from Project Ramnos to Inventory Management. Your title will be changed from Senior Researcher to Acting Inventory Supervisor, effective immediately. Holy shit, that's gotta hurt. You may find this change sudden, but I have no doubt someone with a nut allergy like yourself will prefer to work alone in the inventory booth than out in the open where any dangerous pies may be waiting to hurt you. Perhaps some hard work will keep you from making any more unfounded HR complaints. Jules. Jules is a fucking asshole. Holy shit. Like, how hard is it to not get a pecan nut pie? To save someone's life. Okay.
Finally! Something works on these bastards.
Okay, but I don't have a lot of these. Where do I want to go? Get to sub-level 5, okay. And for that, then we'll wait there. Or not. I was told there was an elevator here. Ah, it's the other side. I can't read. I think I gotta move the... Yeah, I gotta move the thing again. I'm liking this DLC though. It's... Damn, it's like a whole additional game. Just having shots of coffee in between. Get that caffeine in my belly. Nope. You stay there. I don't care. Not gonna waste that ammo. I haven't been on 4 though. What if I go to 4?
The Shadow had changed Jules Marmont into a hostile, paranatural entity. That made everything simpler. No arrest, no paperwork. I could put him down like the monster he was.
Error. Please hold. Please
This is not level 4.
Please hold. Please hold.
This is... Okay, we've met this entity before. It's like... anger left behind by a painter, I want to say.
The Marmonts were holding a painter here. Rudolph Lane. Does that ring a bell?
The shape of a man!
I think you are... or were... Rudolph Lane.
Himself! A self-portrait! Make them see!
Look, I might be able to help you. But I need information, cooperation.
No brush! Just himself!
I don't like that face. Oh, I don't like it. Oh?
Rudolph Lane was dying. Both murderer and victim. Red hues ran down his hands. Was it scarlet? Or cadmium? Too vivid to be maroon. Names don't matter, he decided. Color was pure. Inspiring. For the first time in years, he wanted to paint. A self-portrait. To say goodbye. No. To make them remember. To make them see what they did. He slapped his hands against the wall to steady himself. He began from there. No brush, just himself. The strokes were crude, violent. The pain, misery, and hate he'd endured there. The fire in his eyes and hands and bones all spread into the shape of a man. It was quick. Natural. Like a heart attack. He slumped down to the floor, smiling at the anger he left smeared across the wall.
Oh boy. Okay, that was a thing. Yeah, that was a thing. We've encountered him before in this playthrough. And we found his cell covered in blood. And so it appears they had him down here for years, forcing him to draw paintings. Because art, you know, this dark place uses art to make it reality. And that's what they were experimenting on. And in the end, I suppose he cut himself open and used his blood to paint. And then they cut out the wall that he painted on. I think that might be the piece that keeps reappearing that the agent was talking to. That was down there. And that's just like his leftover spirit. I like this detail. Do you see there's like a lot of paint on her jacket now? That wasn't there before. I love that little detail. Remedy Games is so amazing.
Oh, nice office.
Interesting. I think we'll be seeing... I think I got spoiled a little bit. I will be seeing Jesse's brother in here. Oh, there's gonna be a teaser with him. Which makes no sense if you haven't played Control. But I will be very excited about that if it happens. These are really the most fun games that have come out in recent years. Oh! wait! This is so funny. I don't know if there's a bug in the game or if this is an in-universe glitch of the door being there twice. That's so funny, actually, that we could just explain bugs away by, oh, like, it's just, you know, it's the threshold. It's doing something crazy. Okay, how about here? Okay, that looks a lot like the oldest house from Control, which is like a shifting... See, it's different up here. It's a shifting building. I think we just need to go down there. Go where the anomalies are strongest.
Come on.
She's so nonchalant about all this. Okay, she did freak out a little bit earlier. But she's an agent. She's done this before.
Okay, blackrock powder. Need to keep an eye out for more of these.
Oh, that was moving. Oh, no, you fucking don't. I got an eye on you, bitch. Fuck, I missed. Oh, that's shame on me for missing that shot. Don't think we get a lot of ammo for this. Oh no, I just gotta run. Oh no, there's so many! Oh, I'm scared. No. There's so many. Where do I go?
Sorry!
I can deal with you. You're not an invincible enemy. I'm gonna assume shifting geometry bullshit is happening. Okay. Maybe I guess I'll try to follow that guy. Okay, they're not immediately coming out, but it seems they're closing in on me, which I do not like at all.
Diana sat in her office. A weak desk light kept the darkness around her at bay. The silence of the archive suited her. She scowled at a series of graphs when the room turned red. Alarms blared. Breach detected. Then the walls of the archives rumbled. A tremor in the bones of the facility. One by one, the red lights went dark as a wave of nothing poured in from all sides. Diana stood, but there was nowhere to run. The sheer depth of the darkness terrified her. She realized they had done this. Her and Jules, their ambition, their hatred. Her desk lamp flickered. In the brief moment before it all went dark, she thought of Jules' smile.
Aww. Well, you're both dead now. Or overtaken by the dark place. I'm not sure what it wants me to do. Oh, I hate these guys. Where do I go? Oh god. Okay. Yeah. Does that mean I'm on the right track? If there's enemies? I really hate going near those paintings. But they're almost everywhere. Oh no. Oh no. No. That's a dead end. Stay away! Fuck. don't quite understand this level, I think. Oh yes! Oh yes! Please let me... Don't change the geometry. Let me get there, please. Can I read this without getting fucked up? Annual report threshold study. Progress on the lake house's directive to understand and suppress the Cauldron Lake threshold has improved this year. Research in the areas of threshold energy detection and measurement have made great strides, allowing us to work with the investigation departments in the construction of an early warning system near the shore of Cauldron Lake. We've seen this as Saga. Exploring the relationship between the shadow and sources of light continues to be difficult without active threshold manifestations to test against. Additional means of containment and offensive measures against the shadow have similarly been difficult to develop without an active AWE. Through theoretical research continues. Research into threshold suppression techniques. I hate the screams in the background. With no clear determination regarding their viability possible at this time. The team has been testing contact frequency protection in the vicinity of Cauldron Lake, with all findings being sent to Dr. Darling. In summary, 2017 has been a successful year with further promising breakthroughs predicted for 2018. Just checking if the thing has followed me. No, okay. Research mandate. Before Dr. Darling was lost in the lockdown of the oldest house, he tasked the lake house with discovering the nature of the shadow and its ability to convert art into reality. During our diligent research into this phenomena, it has become clear that Dr. Darling was not dreaming big enough, which leads us to the new goal of the lake house and its talented staff: to create a stable connection between the Cauldron Lake threshold and our own dimension. Oh, so they went rogue with this. They wanted to connect into the dark place, and that was not, they were not supposed to. Threshold traversal has only ever been possible inside the oldest house, and occasionally during altered world events, though this is often an involuntary process. The Shadow's known attraction to art provides us the perfect opportunity to create the world's first controlled bridge between dimensions that can be safely traversed in either direction. A laboratory will be built in sublevel 5, where experimentation related to linking with the threshold will be performed. This location will take full advantage of our proximity to Cauldron Lake. In this laboratory, we will simultaneously develop machinery that can connect with the AWE site in the lake and use art as a focal point to create the bridge. Precise methods are yet to be determined, though teams will soon be formed to explore processes involving art as a dimensional anchor, reality manipulation via art, and machine-assisted coupling. Signed, both Marmots. Oh boy. They went a little bit crazy, I think, with things they were not supposed to. Which is like every scientist lore ever.
The Marmont's ambitions had finally been realized. Jules had dangled the painting like a lure and hooked an ocean. Their machines couldn't hold it. A fault in the system. The water rushed in, filled it until it was ready to burst. All their successes and failures had led them here. The work had made them into monsters. But the lake house was still theirs. It always would be. They could feel an outsider trespassing in their labs. "I know you're here," they called out to the dark. They hunted floor by floor. They wouldn't let the intruders stop their progress. This was their home. Their beloved tomb beneath the waves.
Okay, we're gonna get like a boss fight with Herb and the Marmots. The definition of art. Okay, to truly comprehend the threshold within Cauldron Lake, we must first understand its attraction to art. However, even the definition of art is as varied as the range of crafts that fall under the name. To that end, we must open a track of research dedicated to defining and quantifying art. I don't think that's the nature of art, is that you can't quantify it or define it, ultimately rendering the concept into a unit of measurement. To begin, let's not try to understand humanity's definition of art, but rather Cauldron Lake's preferences. Past cases of Cauldron Lake's threshold affecting reality have centered on writing, Wake in 2010. Cinematography is also suspected, though not directly confirmed, Zane 1970. What about other mediums? We will need to test the viability of painting, poetry, music, photography, sculpting, dance, and so on. Not to mention the myriad of genres or methods within each medium. What about crafts outside of the most common artistic expressions? Does any act of creation on a high level of expertise merit the title of art? Baking, woodworking, etc.? What about non-physical mediums? Why is music an art and philosophy is not? Does something become art due to its medium, its quality, or perhaps simply through the intent of expression? Or an equation made up of all three? I like the song. Follow-up report. On the morning of redacted, the musician held at the lake house for research purposes was discovered missing from her cell. Security footage of the cell from the night before was damaged by electrical interference of an indeterminate nature. Has produced a song called 6 Deep Breaths during her time at the lake house that was considered very promising as research material by Dr. Marmont and Dr. Marmont. Somehow used her song to orchestrate her escape. Efforts to find redacted were brief, with any wider search considering an unacceptable risk to the lake house meant at confidentiality. 6 Deep Breaths is what Agent Estevez said earlier is what gets her through like the fear when she's confronted with these things. Actions to be taken. An investigation is currently ongoing as to whether any staff at the lake house were involved in the disappearance. An investigation is currently ongoing as to whether the subject used the song they created as a means of escape. All material related to and work produced by them will be stored in the archive for future reference. Online checks for the public reappearance are to be performed weekly. This houseofdreams.blogspot.com. Siren Society. I wonder if these are real. You can find them. It's so nice when these people give me the passwords and I don't have to search for them. 852. Okay. A letter from Darling. Dana, I just received a letter from Darling about a request you made to bring in live subjects. What were you thinking? Do you know how that looks? What do you say? Was it approved? No, he refused. You know, protocol does not allow this sort of thing, and he says he will be making a trip to the lake house to check in on us soon, like we're children. That's very bad. Oh, hello, Flo. Welcome. Happy Friday. Hope you're having a good evening. We are reading lore. The lore of the lake house. Considering the details on the new page we have found, I believe we need to abandon the research into Alan Wake's writing. We must not indige our stuff. Don't pretend like you're worried about them, Jules. You're just looking out for your own ass. The fact that these pages are detailing future events means they are correct methods. We have to learn how to harness their power and dictate events to meet our goals, not Wake's, whatever those may be. The ATDs are producing better and better results. We just need to keep doing the work. But no, Diana. I'm looking at the page right now. Constant imbalance, out of control, a crack in the lake house. If we continue with this research, we will lose our facility. Perhaps more than that. What is the point in succeeding if we are dead? I am a head of research here and I forbid you from proceeding. You can't forbid anything. You are not going to keep me from the most important work of my life. If you're too much of a coward to keep pushing ahead, then I'll finish what we set out to do here alone. We have plenty of ongoing lines of research. I suggest you pick one and leave Wake's writing to me. You always needed me more than I needed you. Oh gosh, they are like the epitome of don't work with your partner. It's just gonna go really bad. Hello, Dr. Marmot. I received your formal complaint about Jules' behavior. You claim he is maliciously keeping research material away from your team, but he says they have simply been misplaced. I understand you are frustrated, but I recommend giving his team a week or so to find the pages and return them to your team. If the issue persists at that point, then let's discuss your desire to escalate the issue. Does that sound agreeable? Okay. Oh, there's gonna be like a boss fight, is there? Did we listen to that?
September 13th, 2023. Notes regarding the concept of the tortured artist. A romanticized image of the sensitive artistic temperament, yes. But there may be truth in the cliche. It's no secret Rudolph Lane has been unhappy here for years. But the aggregate data shows his art's viability score trending upward over time. If Jules hadn't neglected to hold regular psychological exams, then we could have quantified the subject's emotional state, creating a sort of distress rating to compare against the art score. I'll make this a sub-goal of my study of Edward Booker. Once we set the variables and establish a control reading of his art and mental state, then we can begin inducing negative emotion. Limited food and water, perhaps. An increasingly tight living space. This is how Jules lost his subject, though. You need to be careful not to leave any sharp objects in Booker's cell.
Holy crap! These scientists really are the epitome of we lost our morals and ethics along the way. I'm scared. You guys gotta keep me company, okay? Wait, this usually means I'm not supposed to go here when it's like this, right? Did I go out the wrong way? I might have gone out the wrong way. Yeah, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe this way. Oh, wait, that's where I came from. Aya! No! Leave me alone.
Some big experiment tomorrow. I can't find the details anywhere.
This doesn't look like Lane's style.
That bastard is hiding them. All those years, he steals credit for my ideas and my work, and now he's scared of being plagiarized? Oh, that is really fucking rich, Jules. Oh, and he's reportedly misplaced the manuscript pages I need for my work. Suddenly, the exact pages that I need to reference have just vanished. He is actively impeding critical bureau research. I mean, if he can do that, then what is stopping me from going down to that lab? And I don't know, just inverting the amplifiers or misaligning the receivers or both. It's the same thing in principle.
Calm down, lady.
Lab. Some big experiment tomorrow. I can't find the details anywhere. That bastard is hiding them. All those years, he steals credit for my ideas and my work, and now he's plagiarized? Oh, that is...
I think there's a mild, their relationship problems have been mildly amplified by the dark place. Just a little bit, just a tiny bit. I thought we were level 5. Okay, no. Oh, there's no map for level 5. But there's a 6? Oh no, that's ground floor. That's a G. Never mind.
Oh, Jesus.
I was literally going to say the same thing.
Sublevel 5.
6.
Yeah, things are just fine here. I don't like that.
Mormons had opened the door into Cauldron Lake's threshold. It was forced. It was unstable. Shutting the experiment down was the only option.
They seem to have a healthy relationship going.
Typical fucking Mormons.
Wasn't there a thing I need to... a button I need to press? Oh, okay. Not to complain, but sometimes the focusing your light is really fucking odd. Oh, so that is turned already.
Why did you idiots think this was a good idea? Where'd she go?
Oh, I have no healing items. That's a problem. That's a problem. Give me some healing items. Nope, nope, none healing items.
Like I needed more problems.
Ah, shit. What's happening? Oh no. What do you do? I'm supposed to do something. Fuck. Don't quite know how to dodge those big attacks of herbs. Oh my fucking god. Oh wait, there's a difficulty selection down here. This is normal. How is this normal? I'm gonna cry. Oh god, I'm gonna cry. Oh hey kitty cat. Hi kitty cat. Should we try doing story? Will this take effect immediately? It seems she did less damage, so that's good. Oh my god, please give me a healing item. On story? Can I get a healing item? Apparently not. Apparently we still die. This is so terrible, I'm gonna have to, like, cut this for YouTube. That's awful. I don't usually cut things for YouTube, but I might on this.
go.
There we go, healing item. I don't know, I'm too stupid to dodge this. Finally.
It's time for this. I need to shut down this threshold before it fractures.
Agent Estevez stood in the forest just outside of Bright Falls. She watched her team detain Alan Wake and Ilmo Koskela, stuffing them into black SUVs. She realized this was the moment Wake had been writing in the vision she had seen. The story was coming true. She pushed the thought out of her head. It had been a good tip, a way to find Wake. Nothing more.
Alan Wake! After the threshold event collapsed, I was back at Cauldron Lake. But for a moment, I was somewhere else. I saw Alan Wake there. He was writing about me finding him in Bright Falls, in the woods. It was a good tip. I called the surviving members of my team, and I told them to meet me there. You know, these cases, they never get less ambiguous or easier. But this one, this was tough. Because protocol says entities like the Taken are monsters, threats. But the Marmonts were monsters way before the Shadow got to them. So at the end of the day, what's the difference?
End of chapter? Is there more? Okay, so hated that boss fight. Didn't know how to dodge that shit. Aside from that, that was pretty cool.
Standing on a precipice.
It would be even cooler if there's like more.
Clock stopped, and another shoe was dropped. What a mess, what a mess. Deep breaths. 6 deep breaths, forget all the rest. Sharp.
As always, music is amazing.
Something in the way.
No, I was told there was like a teaser. We had to have to do something to get it. I don't know. Okay, like I said, oh, I just skipped it. That could also be I just skipped it. I hope not. That was pretty cool. I'm just miffed by the boss fight that I was too stupid to do on normal. But anyway, thanks for hanging out. Since we finished it, next time I will actually continue Alien Isolation if I'm not doing some drawings. I'm gonna try and do a little more frequent streams, but right now is a little bit of a weird situation. If you follow my Blue Sky, you know all this stuff going on. But I'm gonna try. I got lots of stuff to draw. I always do. So thanks for hanging out, lurking, chatting. I appreciate all of you. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.